My uncle passed away almost 2 days ago. Some strange things have been taking place since. My uncle, unfortunately, passed away from liver cancer just under 2 days ago. Last night was the first night since his passing. At around 1 or 2 a.m., the power in our apartment went off. I ignored it. Tonight was the second night since his passing, and again, just before 1 a.m., the power in the apartment went off and then came back on again soon after. This rebooted the printer right next to my bed and startled me. This got me out of bed because I thought that it could have been him trying to communicate with me or let me know that he is still there. I am not an expert or majorly interested in the paranormal, but I never rule anything out. I decided I would go to the living room where everything was still dark and silent to try and sense him. While I was walking to the living room, I got the strong smell of ammonium. This is important because unfortunately, when someone dies of liver cancer, they begin to smell very strongly of ammonium because it's no longer filtered like it would be a normal person. All I could smell during those final days with my uncle was the smell of ammonium. I went into the living room, and at one point when I stood in the middle, I had goosebumps all over my body, especially towards the back of my head. When I walked away from that spot, the goosebumps would gradually go away. I shed some tears and tried to say some words to him. I also asked him to send me another sign. That was really him, that my mind wasn't playing tricks. At this point, I was a bit of a mess and a total loss as to what to do, so I lit a candle and played on his favorite songs. The light of the candle flickered a huge amount, such that it was almost like having a strobe light in the house. However, I haven't seen what that candle is like when it is first lit before, so maybe this is something that does every time. The other thing that happened was that there was a bunch of dogs outside that started barking, and apparently this is supposed to be a sign of some paranormal activity. However, I do live in a city known for having a lot of stray dogs. What do you all make of this? Do you think this is my uncle trying to communicate with me, or do you think my mind was just playing tricks on me? If this happens again tomorrow, what things could I do to try and communicate with him, if it is indeed him?